Since erupting onto the music scene with their #1 hit Pompeii almost 10 years ago, Bastille continue to remind us why they are a top-tier band.
Please welcome Bastille frontman, it's Dan Smith. Dan, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Hey, Dan,
Good.
welcome to the 6 o'clock show. We were literally forgot we were on television. We were bopping away there.
I love it because it has, like I was saying, it has that kind of weekend vibes to it. You know, it has like, it sounds, yeah.
And it's only a Wednesday.
And it's only a Wednesday,
Yes.
exactly.
It is,
Hump
yeah.
day.
No, we were thinking, I love the weekend. I love Can't Feel My Face, and you know, all of his music ever since and before, and his mixtapes. And I was thinking about them and like Daft Punk, and we wanted to make this science fiction album that's all about escapism. And this song Revolution is one of our favorites. We were just, I don't know, making an album in lockdown like a lot of people. You just wanted an excuse to kind of dance around the studio or dance around your flat. And we love this song. We're so excited that it's out.
Actually, what was it like making an album like that during lockdown? Was it quite therapeutic, or was it more challenging because what was going on in the world outside your front door?
I think it was amazingly helpful to have a distraction. You know, so many people weren't able to do the things that they love, like they're like their hobbies, the things they escape with, or just most things, to be honest. So I felt incredibly lucky to still be able to make music, and for me, it was a massive lifeline. You know, we all sort of threw ourselves into making this album as a way to distract, I guess, to escape.
Yeah.
You know, for some people, it was making bread. And
exercising and banana bread, yes.
Yeah. And Dan, exactly. You said it was like a sci-fi inspired album as well. So as a kid, were you like obsessed with Star Trek and going around with your little lightsaber everywhere?
I'm a massive nerd, but it was never sci-fi that was my thing. But I guess I just love the idea with sci-fi that it allows you to explore ideas of the future, ideas of the past, the idea that, you know, the world that we live in at the moment often feels like some bizarre dystopian like nightmare or dream. Also with sci-fi as a genre, I'm not a diehard fan at all, but it's interesting that it wants to talk about topics that are relevant, but it's also about having fun and escaping, you know, and it's about going on an adventure. And so I guess with this album, we wanted to use it to talk about the bizarreness of now and some of the things that are okay and not okay, but also we wanted it to be fun, you know, for ourselves. We wanted to imagine that we might one day be able to get back out into the real world and play gigs and have real people dancing around to these songs. And luckily, we're sort of mostly at that point now. So yeah, it's been amazing. Like we were in Ireland last weekend, in Cork playing Independence, and it was so great to finally get to play these songs in real life in a muddy, rainy field to real people. It felt very fitting.
Who would have thought you'd be happy about being in a muddy, rainy field? Because it's reality,
dude.
Right?
Dude, seriously, the things that we found exciting over the last year are completely insane. You know, rolling into a festival site, seeing like the Harris fencing and the Portaloos, and we're like, they're back.
I know.
Bizarrely excited by those things, but yeah, I guess it's been good for, you know, for everyone to.
And we touched on there saying normality is back, music festivals are back. You guys made a surprise appearance at Glastonbury this year. What was that like?
Oh, it was amazing. We just got back from 6 weeks of touring in America, and we played with a 16-piece brass band who we'd never played with before. So we had an hour backstage to practice, and as you can see, it was very sweaty. It was meant to be a surprise, but I'm always convinced that no one's going to come. But luckily, as you can see, people came, and they had to shut off that corner of Glastonbury because it was getting pretty busy. But it was incredible to get to be, you know, to go from there being no Glastonburys for a few years to us, the 5 of us, plus 16 brass players and percussionists in a sweaty tent. It was amazing. I love that festival so much. So yeah, it was.
I loved what you said there. You were fearful that no one was going to turn up. I love that. He's like, we weren't sure, right? You know, it's Glastonbury. I think people are so excited now to get out and about and be normal again.
Yeah, no, they really are. And there was a real sense of that at Glastonbury, I thought, and you know, and at Independence and all the festivals we played this summer. People are just so happy to be seeing live music again. Me as a fan, like to get to go and watch gigs again. It was such a big hole in my life, you know, for the last couple of years. Not just because it's my job, but because, you know, I go to gigs all the time. It's just a big part of like what me and my friends do. So it's just nice to see how up for everyone is.
Of course.
Dan, you were on holidays here in Ireland, just trying to enjoy yourself. and you were roped into doing a couple of secret gigs that turned into like lock-ins. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. I guess
he's got his hands in his head. He's like, oh, don't remind me. Oh, goodness.
No, I went to my friend's wedding in Ireland, so loads of us did a kind of road trip along the west coast and just visited loads of towns, you know, around like Cork and Dingle, and obviously such a beautiful part of the world. But what I love about it, as someone that's pretty shy and doesn't love getting up on stage, is you go at some of the pubs and some of the lock-ins, like everyone has a go, everyone sings a song or does something, and they even managed to make grumpy old me like sing a couple of depressing Damien Rice songs for everybody. So it was, it was really lovely to be.
That'd be such a treat. Can you imagine like Dan from Bastille just happening to be there singing? Like,
I know, and also Dan, you're not grumpy at all.
No,
I don't get a grumpy vibe. I don't get a grumpy vibe.
You're not getting the grumpy vibe, no.
When you think of the name Bastille, I don't know about you, Una. I presume maybe a French group.
Yeah.
Yes, but you guys aren't French. Why the name Bastille? Is it in reference to the French Revolution, Dan, perhaps?
I wish I was French. It is in reference to the French Revolution. 14th of July is Bastille Day, which is also my birthday.
Oh.
And I have a very small brain, very little imagination. And so we thought we'd steal that for our band name and just horribly offend everyone in France and everyone in French language speaking countries with our terrible pronunciation of the word.
Not only are you not grumpy, he's also not subtle when it comes to telling him when his birthday is.
Yeah, now we all know you're going to be hounded with loads of cards.
I could learn from that. I think one of your most successful tracks has to be Happier. It has nearly 2 billion streams. That's absolutely insane. And it was a collaboration with DJ Marshmello or Marshmallow?
Marshmello.
Marshmello. How did that collaboration happen? And congrats on the 2 billion streams. Like, that's insane.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it was nuts. It was a song that I wrote with a friend, and it didn't feel completely right for Bastille, so I sent it to Marshmello to see if he liked it, and he loved it, and we ended up doing it as a collaboration, and he reproduced it and he added the drop. And yeah, it's just one of those things. I didn't really have a sense of what it would do, but it just seemed to spiral and spiral and spiral, and it just kept popping up in the charts all over the world and in America. It's been very, very surreal. And, you know, I never thought I'd be doing a song with a man with a giant bucket on his head.
Quick question.
But we did.
Quick question before we let you go, because it does look a little bit like he has like a giant cup on his head or a marshmallow.
Or as Dan just said, or a bucket.
Or a bucket.
Yes.
Did you see the face behind the marshmallow?
Behind the bucket.
So the first time I met him was to go and work on the track at his house in the States. And he wasn't wearing the hat. And so I rang on the doorbell and just a normal guy came to open the door, and I was sort of looking around his shoulder like, where is he?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was pretty surreal meeting him for the first time, sort of uniformed up. But I guess, you know, everyone has their stage persona.
Yeah.
This just happens to be a human marshmallow.
Well, thank you so much, Dan, for joining us on the show today, and we can't wait to get you back in Ireland again. And the very best of luck with the new single. And to everybody watching, remember that Give Me the Future and Dreams of the Past, the album, is out on the 26th of August. And the lead single, Revolution, is out now.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes.
Speak soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. Speak soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye. He's just so down to earth, like, for like all his success.
I said speak soon, like we were on the phone.
Yeah, I know that.
Speak soon, Dan. So lovely, though.
So sound, yeah.